Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Welcome to the 2026 Fix with Rita.
And Melissa.
Yeah, I thought I did that on purpose. I just threw you off there.
And I just said it without even thinking.
Yeah, and then you were just like, and Melissa. Is that right? Yeah, Melissa. Mel.
No, if I was you, I'd call myself Melissa.
Oh, right. Okay. Right. Anyway.
And you just call yourself
Rita. Rita.
Not much to it.
Yeah, it's 2 syllables.
Anyway. Before anyone switches off.
Okay, so what are we going to talk about today, Rita?
We're talking about food, glorious food.
Yeah. So
nutrition, food. We're not going to lecture you. We're just
talking
real.
about, yeah, I mean, we don't actually lecture anyway on our things. We just have a conversation.
But in case, sometimes when you speak about nutrition and those that are conscious about health,
sometimes I forgot the passionate Rita.
Yeah, it
comes out.
The lecture.
She starts tapping the sofa behind me. Anyway, so the reason why we spoke about food, why we are speaking about food, because it's kind of just like kind of an extension of the health episode, because a lot of the times we are eating the same stuff and we're not changing our kind of, I guess, our dishes and our nutrition to support our health and to kind of support things like energy levels, what works with us, what doesn't work with us, etc. So we thought it'd be quite a good one to talk about, mainly because we've gone through our own eating and dietary journey, which I think is quite important to share with the audience.
Definitely. Because we've gone through a stage of not eating meat.
Yep.
And then eating it a couple of days, then not eating it, in terms of having weeks where we'll eat meat on the weekend and we'll have veg, fish, vegan.
Vegan options during the week. Yeah.
And then recently, I'd say since the weekend.
It's been like a meat fest since Easter, isn't it?
Yeah. It's just been meat.
Honestly,
meat.
Yeah, like lamb, beef, lamb.
And it played on our energy.
Yeah, I was exhausted.
Come Wednesday, we were both exhausted, like mentally, physically.
Everything was drained.
Yeah.
To the point where I even dreamt about meat and I was like, I'm done.
Yeah, because too much meat tires the body. And I know there is such a thing as
meat diet
the meat diet. And I'm like
the carnivore diet thing.
Yeah. Whatever. And I'm like, well,
I think it's whatever it is according to your body. Personally, I'm not a fan. I think if anything,
it's not good for our body, as we discovered. Too much meat makes us tired and drained. And I think having experienced not eating meat for a period of time and what it did to our energy levels, what it did for just our focus and everything, I know for me personally, I felt a huge benefit from it.
Yeah, definitely. We're much more switched on. Wake up in the morning, you're not sluggish. In actual fact, I felt like having too much meat gave the wine effect, which is why we came off of the wine. And it was like, you don't have the sluggish mornings when you get up where you feel heavy. And in actual fact, there's this level of, I don't know what it is, but there's this level of negativity that I feel when I do eat lots of meat. Now, I'm not talking about, if you dabble into it now and again, that's fair enough. I haven't got a problem with that. But it's when it consumes you. So you're the consumer, but in actual fact, what they say, you are what you eat. And then what you find is that it's actually consuming you in terms of your energy levels and like what you said about thinking straight and just being like what you would have been like if you didn't have meat during the week, or if you just kind of paced it out better. So so it is, I think it is one of those things. Maybe it's like the energy of the animal you take on. I don't know.
Yeah, but we've definitely noticed for ourselves that the balance of recognizing what works for you and what doesn't.
Yeah, it's really important.
We're not telling you to go and be plant-based eaters. We're not saying that. But what we're saying is notice the difference in your own body, how you feel. And don't be afraid to address it. Don't be afraid to do something different. Because at the end of the day, we're all here to live. And if you find that you're not living at your optimum health and speed,
what is it that you need to change in your diet?
Yeah. It's only a good thing to change.
Yeah, I mean, it could even be to the point of changing your milk. Like maybe you'll go from full fat whole milk to oat milk or soya, or it could be maybe oat milk and soya might not be the right ones, and you might have to go back to full fat milk. Who knows?
What we learned yesterday.
Yeah, so for those of you who watched The Pit, look, there's some sort of there's some genius in that. But we actually learned what there's more calcium.
There's more calcium in
soya and oat milk.
No, she said just soya. Yeah.
Well, there you have it.
Normal.
But then saying that, if you have too much soya, there's also the problem as well. So you have to kind of understand understand what it is that you that works with you, but stop being afraid to explore a different sort of diet. I think a lot of us are so scared, and I mean this even culturally. We're so scared to try something that is non-spicy, for example, or to the point of non-meat, or going veg, or even going to the opposite if it's okay for you to do that. Obviously, if you're, against animal cruelty and stuff, we can completely understand that. But the whole point is understanding what works with your body and what doesn't. And when you see the difference, and you can then start to, I don't know, even keep a food diary if you have to, just to see what the changes are that you've noticed. Do you think better? Do you not think better? Do you have more energy? Do you feel like actually there's a shift in, even for, hormonally?
Yeah. And I think as you get older, your taste buds change anyway.
Yeah.
So what you enjoyed before, you may not enjoy now, or your body may not be able to take. Like for a while, I couldn't take eggs, and now recently, Mel couldn't take eggs. I can't take eggs.
I'm going to try and introduce it.
Yeah, and it just goes. Sometimes your body goes through a certain period, might not be lasting forever, where it will not take certain food.
Well, like that period of time when I was dairy free, I couldn't take dairy because my skin would break out so much. And I would say it's only within the last couple of years I've been okay with dairy now. Like, it used to hurt my stomach and everything, and it was like, no dairy. So I was kind of like meat but plant-based when it came to dairy products. So I'd go non-dairy, but I could still obviously eat meat. But then it's like, now it's like, well, actually, I'll eat dairy, but I'm probably less on the meat side now.
Yeah. So it is just being aware and making those changes. And like Mel said, you'd be like, oh, well, I can't do that. Like for me, to go full stream vegan, that kind of like, oh, I don't know, but I like that. But, it's could I take that step to do that and stuff? But there's a lot of vegan stuff that are amazing, which we've discovered during this whole period. But then, I like fish. You like fish.
I love fish.
So
exactly.
It's doing what's right for your body
and being moderate, being
moderate. You don't need to be extreme.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's a good point. But also another huge bonus that we found by not buying meat is that your grocery shopping is so much less, so much cheaper. Like, if you go to your supermarkets, I'm not going to name any supermarket brands, but you're looking at practically, £5 plus, right? And when we're looking at the vegan options, and even if they are, plant-based replicas of, fake meat or whatever, but even when you look at that, it's just like £2, £3. So you're saving. So
99p.
99p for like a vegan sausage roll. But of course, I'm not going to promote overly processed foods. But but when you do go into that, you're looking at that as 99p.
20 to 30 pounds.
Yeah, because exactly. I mean, weekly shops, you're looking generally, if you're buying your usual meat and
this
stuff,
is UK, of
60 course. 60 to 70 pounds practically, depending on how much you eat meat during the week, is what we would shop. But the weeks that where we've chosen to buy vegan options, or maybe if fish is included in there, 49 to maybe 52 pounds or 53,
and
max.
That is good in this climate.
And that is max in this, exactly, with inflation happening. So it's kind of like getting clever as well. So not only are you doing two things and thinking about, okay, what works for me nutritionally, for my body, what helps me with my immune system, clarity, brain fog, all of that. Not only are you factoring that in your energy levels, but you also factoring in your budget.
Yeah. And what I love is this spice. Put your spices, your herbs and your spices onto those things that you think, I don't know if I could have that, that doesn't look like it will taste nice. Add your own ingredients to it.
Exactly.
It just makes the whole difference to how it tastes. And you notice the difference. Okay, this isn't meat or whatever, but you can add flavor to it.
And once you've added flavor, do you even care if it is meat or not? Because if it tastes good.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the whole thing, is the taste side
the
of it.
Yeah. Taste the difference. Yeah.
Mention no brands.
Exactly. But you get that from what you're saying.
But yeah, so don't be afraid to be experimental with things. Like if you might be someone who doesn't cook in the kitchen, like just add some spices. Say, this, I know I like that. If I go to a restaurant, I like to add that this spice is on my food and whatever. Buy one and just add it on to something.
Yeah, I think that's the thing as well, isn't it? Not being afraid to kind of try new things. Yeah. And also, like, with that, like, we've recently started to buy like soya chunks that you can buy in a packet. And that's been great for things like biryanis. That's been great for things like, even when we have made like almost like a soya protein curry, we've been able to do that. It does soak up a lot of the juices though, so that would say that's probably a bit of warning. But as we've learned, but it was still nice.
It's quite bouncy.
And it is quite bouncy. But then what you felt was actually the texture wasn't that different to meat itself.
And it's nice.
Once you've spiced it up,
yeah, it is really nice. And you're like, you don't even know, especially in the biryani, you don't notice. I don't
notice it. Absolutely.
And I'm like, you know what? Definitely. And what was it? How much was it?
Oh yeah, it was only like £1.50.
Yeah,
and it lasts for 2 servings. Yeah, or even 3 servings.
Because you just do half a packet.
Yeah, half a packet that lasts
for
2.5
servings. And then you've still got the other packet for another time if you want to cook it for another 2.5
Well, the shelf life, it carries out for a few weeks. So there we go. So that's what we mean. It's like, in actual fact, in this climate, you have to get clever with how you buy your items, so therefore, in actual fact, what is better for your economic sustainability is about thinking, well, actually, maybe choosing some of the vegan options is going to work much more cost effectively, as well as is it better in the planet, but also it's better in you, in your insides as well. So you've got a few things here, a few factors and a few benefits that will actually be helpful. And again, we're not saying like no meat at all. Of course you can, but maybe just keep it for special occasions, because you think actually not everyone is going to be rich enough to buy, I don't know, lamb like every week, or, like a roast beef or whatever. But you might actually think, well, actually, if I make that for special occasions now, it might give you something to look forward to. But in the meantime, you've got functional, good tasting vegan fish, or just vegetarian in general, these options that will actually be better for your bank account as well as for your body as well. And not being afraid of that. Like, don't feel like you're deprived if you've not had meat, because in actual fact, it's going to be richer for you nutritionally to just have a moderate approach to eating meat.
Yeah. So I guess it's really listen to your body, and see what you need, and notice how your body reacts and how your mind reacts to certain foods that you eat. And it's easy to overlook and say, oh, every day if I have this is what happens, and just ignore it. But it's not good for you in the long run. And like we said in our last episode, which if you didn't listen to,
it was the neglecting health episode.
Please listen to that. It is about thinking about also, as you grow older, you need to be aware of these facts of what you're putting into your body and how it will affect you in the long run.
Cholesterol, heart health, vision,
thyroid health, blood sugar levels, all that plays a factor in what you eat today.
Now, exactly. So if you're not making these changes, and again, I think if anything, this is where the real lecture is like, you do, again, the message is thinking about your 80-something-year-old self. Because if you really want to make it past 80, you want to be a thriving 80-year-old, someone who's less dependent, then you need to kind of factor in, what is it that I need to do today to make sure that I've got a healthier future. And you think about your impacted loved ones as well, making sure that you can be with them to experience a lot more with them.
And not just having to be there to help you with every need, that, because you want to be independent and enjoy life with them.
Absolutely. And so, and in actual fact, that's why it's important to know what you eat today and how you live your life right now is something that you really do need to factor in. So I guess really a lot of our ethos as part of Lifestyle Combo is, first of all, maintaining balance, but also focusing on what is it that I need to do today to make my future a lot better, and also the future of my loved ones better, so that they can experience a better me. And I think that's the thing that we're trying to get at. So even though it's a general chit chat about food, there's some underlying nudges.
Some awareness of just step out the comfort zone, try something new, see how your body reacts. At first it will be like, oh my gosh, I can't do this. But trust me, you'll start. We ended up doing a shop that was purely veg and vegan, and we didn't even realize. And then we're like, hold on, we didn't go to the meat section once, and we didn't want to. It was like there were just options. And so
there's a lot of options, tasty options as well.
Definitely.
Back in the day, it wasn't that tasty. I'll admit it was a struggle. But now, I don't think there's any excuse.
No,
try it.
Give it a go.
Let us know how you get on. Comment. Tell us what your vegan options are. Share your recipes as well.
Share, comment.
Exactly. Like, share, comment. And hopefully this has helped you. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram under Lifestyle Combo or at Lifestyle Combo, or you can head to our Facebook, which is Lifestyle Combo Official. That's it. That's our page. Okay, so that's Mel signing out.
And that's Rita signing out.
Okay, bye.
Take care. Bye.